Yeah, there is a lot to unpack in those essays, and people are going through them with a fine-tooth comb. Almost every day I'm seeing something new come out. But what really stood out to me, and this should be a feather in RFM's cap, is the essay on polygamy. The first line, in the question, how was polygamy introduced, is Joseph Smith introduced polygamy. It was not Brigham Young. This is a shot across the bow to polygamy deniers. In fact, one of the next lines says, do not deny these historical facts. They are absolutely talking to monogamy affirmers, polygamy deniers. It's like the land of Bizarro. Now that they're going so far to prove that Joseph Smith did introduce polygamy, when even 15 years ago, people didn't really know the extent of what was happening. But here's why it's a feather in RFM's cap. So I'm sure all of you are familiar with the Nauvoo Expositor and the letters, the affidavits written by William and Jane Law, and what's the other gentleman? Austin Cow. Yeah, exactly. They wrote affidavits in the Nauvoo Expositor, I'm sure you all know this, saying, yeah, we have seen or been read Section 132. This is real time. And of course, this is what spurred Joseph Smith to have the town council vote to destroy the press and eventually led to all those events. RFM is the one that kind of said, hey, wait a minute. That's a contemporary source right there. They are saying that they saw it. It's not a late source. There's a stamp on that newspaper with the date. This is the smoking gun of Joseph Smith introducing polygamy. Well, if you read a lot of other church sources, they absolutely condemn and damn this paper, don't they? And those affidavits. They have horrible things to say about the people that wrote the affidavits and the affidavits themselves, about the paper, the lies. I mean, there's all kinds of things written. Well, in this new essay, it says Joseph Smith's polygamy is confirmed by, contemporary and very authentic sources. And then there's a little footnote. I'm like, well, what are those contemporary and credible sources? I want to know what those are, because they haven't really mentioned those before. So I go into the footnotes. There it is. The Nauvoo Expositor, those affidavits the church is now using, the once condemned affidavits, I should say, condemned everywhere, they are now using those as proof of Joseph Smith's polygamy. RFM is the one that brought this to light even a couple years ago.